I'm John Holman, Auburn City Council, and with me today is Olivia Thomas of Auburn's Junior City Council. Olivia is our youngest City Council member, Junior City Council member. How old are you, Olivia?
I'm 12 years old.
That is really quite impressive.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 12 years old. I go to Rainier Middle School. I'm a representative on the board there, not the school board, but yeah. And I was a representative in 6th grade and now a representative in 7th grade, and I hope at the end of the year I'll be able to run for president and in 8th grade be president at my school.
Excellent. Yeah. What do you plan to do on Auburn City Council? Do you have Junior City Council?
Well, a main priority is the schools that we have here, because I think if we invest a lot in them, we can produce some really great results. And also getting a lot of young people like myself outside, because now, since we're so fixated on social media, we're tending to stay inside, and I think we need to get ourselves outside and moving.
Well, funny you should mention that. I'm presently reading a book called Walkable Cities, How Downtown Can Save America One Step at a Time. And we've become so dependent upon cars that we sometimes forget that we can walk to school, walk to businesses, and it obviously I should be a poster child for walking more, but yeah, I think that is a great reason, getting people outside and being active. Well, what sort of sports and activities do you enjoy?
Well, I mostly do drama as sort of more...
It's physical.
Yeah, but I also work out with my family. We do push-ups, walk up and down the street. Yeah, I do like to dance. I did dancing for 6 years. I quit a couple of years ago, but that...
Where did you take dance?
British Dancing Academy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a really great school.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any particular form of dance that you like better?
Ballet and jazz are my two favorite. Yeah, I really
Excellent.
like. Yeah.
Well, again, this is one of the reasons we want a junior city council, as those are the types of interests that engage a segment of our community that's extremely important to us. Auburn is 74,000 people right now. And so when we have a city council meeting, we're very lucky when there's 10 or 15 people in the audience, which isn't a very good representation of 74,000 people. And of that 74,000, there are several thousand that are young people that are going to be taking over the running of this city in just a few short years.
Yeah.
People of my generation, I have grandchildren now, so I'm a grandpa. But what's important to me, most important to me, is that our city be a place where our children and our grandchildren want to stay instead of leaving for someplace else that's more interesting. So we need your help to engage your generation about what makes this city interesting enough that they can live here. I want my grandchildren to live near me in a town.
Speaking of which, did you live in Auburn your whole life?
I did. I graduated from Auburn High School. I went to Pioneer Elementary, before that Terminal Park, and Olympic Junior High School.
Oh,
so
nice.
I was in the southeast part of town.
Nice. Yeah. What sparked your interest to join the city council?
I was a police officer for 31 years, and so I've always had a great interest in public service. That's how I made my living, was public service. And when I left police work, I found something was missing that I really wanted to get involved. And then I decided to run for Auburn City Council because this is my hometown.
Well, nice, wonderful.
Well, thank you.
What do you think has been the greatest achievement of the city council?
I think the greatest accomplishment of the Auburn City Council has been the quality of governance. Now, we all have things that we're interested in, growth management for me, economic development. Those are my passions, if you will. But potholes still have to be patched, sewers have to be put in the ground, the city has to run things that are necessary to have a good functioning city that aren't quite my passions, but that means I have to read the material that comes in, literally several hundred pages a week of documents that come in of things that really aren't all that exciting to me. They may be exciting to some of the other council members, but it doesn't relieve me of my responsibility to read them. So our crowning achievement is that we have 7 city council people that take their job very seriously and read the material that comes before them, work out good questions to ask staff and the mayor, and try and make the best decision with the information that's brought before us. So,
Nice. What college did you go to?
I went to Central Washington. I was going to be a teacher.
Oh, wow.
I did my student teaching at Wilson High in Tacoma, and I kind of got, I was 21 years old and police work looked a little more exciting. So off I went to the police academy, and before I got out of the academy I had this epiphany that I had found my life's work. And now I've made another life's change and found other work. I've been retired for about 11 years now.
Wow.
I've been out of police work. So that was a chapter that has passed. I still enjoy my camaraderie with my old comrades and friends, but my passion now is city government.
Nice. So you said you wanted to be a teacher. My dad is actually a teacher.
Really?
Yeah, he teaches 6th grade at my school, which is...
Is that hard or good?
It's actually really good. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
Then I knew the teachers there, you know. So what would you, if you became a teacher, what grade would you want to teach?
Probably high school. Maybe junior high. I don't know if I'd have the energy to teach junior high, to be honest with you, but I'm a sociologist, social anthropologist by education, and that's a subject that generally isn't taught in even the high schools, but that is my field of study. I do have an education degree, and my mother and father were both educators also. So it's my vision of what I wanted to be was a teacher until all the way through college expecting to be a teacher. And by the time I finished my student teaching, I realized that I was cut from a different bolt of cloth. Now, I still enjoy teaching. I guest lecture up at Green River on civil rights. I talk about civil rights a lot. It's another subject that I'm extremely passionate about, civil and human rights, and like to engage people about the struggles of mankind to achieve basic human respect. And quite honestly, that's a lot about what we're doing on City Council, where we invite the public to come in and speak, and everyone has an equal chance to be heard, that government is open and transparent. It's all part of this thing that we call civil and human rights.
If you could be president, what laws would you make? Like what?
Presidents don't make laws.
All right, Congress then.
Congress. I don't know. I enjoy being at the local government. I'm more concerned about filling the potholes on the streets and attracting businesses. What's happening, there's a book out called Metropolitan Revolution by Dr. Katz of the Brookings Institute. And in this book, Dr. Katz talks about the pyramid of government. Federal government at the top, state in the middle, local government, more local government and politicians than there are senators up at the top. But the top and the state have been not very active in the last few years. And so what's happening is that pyramid is being turned upside down, and you're seeing regional municipal governments and county governments doing things that had been the purview of the federal government or the state government. We're going out and doing economic development. We're making business agreements with cities in foreign countries. We're actually being the economic engine that is pulling this country out of the Great Recession.
Wow.
And we're doing that not in a political, but in a practical matter. And so I'm much less about what laws I'd make and be a lot more interested in what I can do as an individual with acting in concert with the other 6 council members to work well regionally with there are 36 suburban cities around the city of Seattle. And then there's unincorporated King County and about 2 million people. And so we're going to find out what is unique about this region and market it to the world.
Wow.
What do you think you can do as a junior city council member to help engage people of your generation in what it is we're doing? Filling a pothole isn't very exciting, but building a city, rebuilding a city, is exciting.
Yeah. I think that I could help set up more social media accounts and help post more on those accounts, and maybe go to some local events that the council is hosting and post those on social media as well.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see them.
So what has the city council done in the past or is going to do with the sister cities?
Well, I was actually an exchange student in high school. I went to Kobe, Japan, and stayed with a family in Kobe. And it's a wonderful experience for a young person to have exposure to another culture, to realize that there is something out there that is different but equally good as they have here, that there's another society and culture out there. Great experience. But there's something that business people can learn from that, because Tamba, Japan has businesses and we have businesses. Maybe we use those relationships in Japan and China and Italy to exchange business leaders so that we can have economic transfer as well as youthful transfer of. So what we are reaching out to, Tamba has a businessman now that is actually marketing his product here in Auburn.
Wow.
And so we plan to extend that.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
You're not old enough to drink the product made in Tamba,
Okay.
Japan, though. No, there's no, you can wait.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll be talking to one of my former colleagues. Well, thank you very much, Olivia. It has been a pleasure. And thank you so much for stepping up and joining the Auburn Junior City Council. I expect great things from you.
Thank
for
you.
a long time to come.
I hope so.
Great.